a stupid, funny story. So the other day I was walking to work, and they have these things which I think are chestnuts. Maybe, I don't know if you can eat them though. I'd call them Buckeyes usually because of my regional dialect. So I was walking to school, and there's these Buckeyes all over the ground. And I usually don't worry about them. I kick them around sometimes. It's good fun. And a car, and I was crossing the street, and my car was pulling up very slowly. And suddenly I am hit in the chest. And I thought I was shot. I had been shot. So I yelp, and I like pull my hand up from where I got hit because it hurt. I'm also a wimp because I thought there would be blood on my hand. But no, what happened was the car was going very slow, ran over a Buckeye, and pressurized it so that it shot out from under the tire and hit me in the chest. I kind of figured this out because after I had realized that I had not been shot, I like looked around to see what had hit me, and it was there was a Buckeye rolling away. I'm like, awesome, love that. And everyone turned around and looked because I had screamed. And then the next day, I was walking around, which was yesterday. I was walking around town, and I felt something hit my head, and I was under a tree, so I kind of figured it was a Buckeye. It fell out of the tree, no biggie. But then later I went to touch my hair, and a bird had pooped on me. So that was fun. Good couple days. Hopefully nothing like that happens today. This is the difference literally 1 week makes. Last week we were at the beach, and today it is like 56 degrees. Granted, it is still early, and it's gonna get up to 70. But yeah, you can see the leaves are changing. It's quite beautiful. And right now I'm trying to find a nice place to set up my camera and film a little bit, but it's proving to be quite difficult. So wish me luck. Is this a little bit crooked? Yes. Am I just going to deal with it? Also yes. So I made it to the park. This is the only place I found where there are people here, and there are people looking at me, but I can live with it. So I just thought I'd sit down and chat with you guys a little bit. My original goal when I first started this channel was to put out a video every week. I've kind of been sucking at that. Just because, life gets in the way. But I'm trying to do better. I have a lot of footage hiking the Camino de Santiago. It's just not very coherent videos. No, she said endangered. So I'm gonna work on that. So I just thought today I would talk about some things I've noticed that are different between the US and Spain. And I just want to say I'm not an expert. I moved here approaching 2 months ago. So it's not like I've lived here for an extended period of time. There's just some things I've noticed recently. And again, I mean it all very lightheartedly. I love Spain, and I love the US, so don't come for me. But yeah, let's get started. Let's go. The first thing I've noticed that is different about Spain is that people tend to stare here. And my friends have some mixed feelings about this. One of my friends actually said that he likes it because he feels like he can stare, and that's like a secret wish he's always had, is to be able to stare at people. So he's enjoying it. Coming from the Northeast United States, I always assume if people are staring at me, it's for something bad or negative. So I personally don't like it. It also tends to make me feel uncomfortable or feel unsafe. That's kind of just, how I feel about it. But I don't think people mean anything by it here. It's just not as rude as it is back home. Thing number 2, things here are closed on Sundays. Like today is Sunday, and everyone's just walking around because everything's closed. Which on one hand, I really appreciate that because workers get a day off. It's better for them. It's a day for family. I think it comes from the Roman Catholic tradition of the Sabbath, but it can also be a little bit inconvenient because Sunday is the day in the United States where I would do my shopping, I'd get groceries, I'd get things done on Sunday, and here there's nothing to be done on Sunday. People just walk around. But it gives you a day to spend time with your family or your friends or just relax. Or I do schoolwork on Sundays, so I mean it's not all bad. I don't mean to say that at all, and I really appreciate the idea of workers' rights that are built into this day off. This one, if you know anything, this is number 3, sorry. If you know anything about Spain, you've probably heard this, but things do close in the afternoon. I live in like a pretty, I don't know, it's a pretty big city. I live in Pamplona. It's not Barcelona or Madrid, but it's a pretty big city and it has a lot of tourism. And things close in the afternoon. And especially on like Saturdays or days when I have off, it's inconvenient because I want to get a coffee at 2, but the cafe closed at 1:30. And then they usually reopen at 5. Also, banks just close at 2. So if you need any banking stuff, then you have to get it done before 2. Which, someone tell me how this works, but like, if you work, how do you go to the bank? Someone explain this to me. Thing number 4, Spain is really safe. Well, I mean, okay, in general. Right now there's some protests going on, but I mean, I've never felt unsafe. And compared to, I mean, most of America is very safe, but like, I know when I went to school in Philadelphia, like you had to be careful about where you were at certain times and what you were doing. But here, I mean, it's not like that. You can go home at like 4 a.m. As like a single female, I never feel unsafe. And going along with that, people are generally very friendly here. They'll want to know about you, and I think like like I've been, you know, trying to practice my Spanish, learning Spanish, right? But people, if they speak English to you, they will generally try to speak English to you, which is nice because I mean, on one hand, I am trying to practice my Spanish, but you know, also it's like they're trying to make you feel more welcome and everything, which is nice. People here are really kind, which I appreciate. Number 5. These are all pretty general. You could probably Google all these, but these are just some observations I've had. They have great public transportation here. Like you can get all over. I have a bus card, which cost me 22 euros a month, and I can take the bus. It's like an unlimited bus pass, which is like saved me so much money because if I had to pay every time I took the bus, I'd be paying probably around probably over 50 euros a month. So like 22 euros a month is awesome. And that goes along with my next thing. So I think this is thing number 6. They have a lot of discounts here, and I think this is all throughout Europe for people under 26, which is how I got my bus pass for 22 euros because I'm under 26 years old, so I'm entitled to a reduced cost bus pass. I'm not sure how it is for people over 26, but it was a thing. Same thing last year when I went to France. The Eiffel Tower tickets are cheaper for people under 26. And they have a lot of different discounts like that. Not at like restaurants, but generally for like public transportation or museums or classes or things like that. It's cheaper for people under 26, which is awesome because I think they realize that as a young person, you probably have less money to throw around. So they have like student discounts, student meaning person under 26, and what do you call that? Senior citizen discount. I was going to say elderly discounts. Alright guys, so those are all my differences I have for now. I'm sure they'll grow over time. But again, this is all supposed to be like in good fun, just like things I've noticed, things you might notice if you come to Spain. But again, I love Spain, I love the United States, and there's definitely, and I don't mean to say that either is better than the other, just there's some differences. So let me know what you think in the comments and check back again because hopefully I'll be making another video soon. No promises, but I'm hoping next week. Alright? Yeah, so thanks for coming. Have a nice week.